10 in history after 22 laps, 118 minutes. There was 9.2 seconds from first to 10th.
Yeah. We've ever had. Fourth closest top 15. It looks like it's going to be another intense close battle here again tonight. There you go, it is the duel in Doha. Will it be Miller, Vinales, Martin's up P4? He thinks he's got a great chance of taking his first win of the season and to keep Monster Energy Yamaha's weekend. There are 4 Ducatis in the top 6 on the grid here tonight. Expect the stages Ducati's whole shot device. He's ready.
The Tissot Grand Prix of Doha, Chapter 2, Round 2. We're underway. Solid start. Ducati's also a good start from Miguel Oliveira. It did not work out for one of the Ducatis. Jack Miller didn't get there.
Great start by Oliveira from 12th up to 3rd briefly. Aleix Espargaro on the factory Aprilia also had a really mixed, maybe a jump start for the German. We'll keep a close eye on that. Martino leads.
Bagnaia got a terrible start. He's down to 10 in 6th.
Well, at least we know tonight he engaged the launch control on that factory GSX-RI. Yeah, the Suzuki Miller and Pecco Bagnaia. A journey into the unknown for the 4 KTMs. A bit loose there from Mia.
Twitch from Johan. We're looking at the moment back to Alex Rins. That's Miguel Oliveira in 5th. Joan
well, briefly to 3rd on the run down to the first corner, but he's already struggling to run the pace at the front. He's been picked up by
to the start, finish straight then to complete the first lap. The Pramac Ducatis are still 1 and 2. On board here is that Jack Miller passing Quattro into turn 1. Oliveira back through on Joan Mir.
Our race winner last.
Oh, that was a move on Maverick. On board now with Maverick Vinales looking towards.
Does Jorge Martin hit rear tyre trouble? We saw him go backwards last week. That was no great surprise. That was get on the gas too early there with it being so dirty and dusty. And Pecco Bagnaia almost swept through as well.
Yeah, so all one. Oliveira 5th, Binder in 9th.
Well, we know the KTM couldn't make the soft front tyre last the whole race. So they're going to get more life out of that medium front tyre. Alex Rins is the man to keep an eye on in 4th place. He's just set the fastest lap. Your race leader, Jorge Martin. I mean, he was almost 30, 40 metres clear. That's beautiful.
That's Aleix Espargaro second on board with Rins, who's seen all of that unfold.
You know, Martin had 20 or 30 metres, didn't he? On the Rins got through as well.
Yeah, that was clever from Rins. He knew that the momentum was lost there from the Aprilia. He goes through into 3rd.
This was quite strong positions, and we do know, we keep saying it, yes, we know it's pretty well, very, very well, so expect to see Alex Rins having worked his way through quite early on here.
Because he knows that he could face some trouble late on.
You can't believe that this guy...
Surely a matter of time here before Rins pounces on Johan Zarco.
Shout out to Miguel Oliveira, he's doing a great job at the moment, hanging on to 5th place. He's got Mir swarming all over. There's no way that Rins is going to catch any slipstream to power by the 2 Ducatis in front of him down that start-finish straight. He's not losing pace. It will certainly be having an impact on Ducati's top speed.
Fastest lap there. Quattro thinking about a move back on Pecco Bagnaia. Looking further down the order.
Rossi's just making no progress whatsoever. He's 0.3 of a second behind Iker Lecuona. Still stuck in 20.
Just big shout out to Miguel Oliveira, because the KTMs, as we know, and the Hondas having a nightmare here.
We just mentioned that, and the thing is, it's just out of
momentum as well. The drive through to 15 and just eased up the inside of Johan Zarco. It wasn't an easy
go back past Alex Rins into turn 1, and it's as easy as that.
Oh, going into the first corner. 4 laps chalked off then here in Qatar too, and it's still Jorge Martin.
Yeah, he said yesterday, it's my time to be a rookie again when I go out in the race. At the moment, he's not made any mistakes.
Yeah. Second invitation to pinch that 2nd place back.
Yeah, if you're going to make a move on Zarco, you've got to make it stick. Have another go. It does stick.
Remind you of Moto 2 2016, anybody? Zarco versus Rins of this Grand Prix. At the moment, Vinales has kept his powder dry. Yes, he's not late. And Miguel Oliveira, Jorge Martin got a stunning start. Oliveira, absolutely just as good as Jorge Martin was last week. Absolutely brilliant.
Here he is now. Great job so far for number 88. Of course, he goes to his home Grand Prix that he won so spectacularly at.
Now then, can Alex Rins try and put a bit of daylight between himself and Johan Zarco?
Being asked his first question here, Alex Rins desperately trying to find a way through on Jorge Martin.
Purring behind him and thinking, oh no, here we go, I know what's coming, and there's nothing he can do about it. That's the problem. Is
Martin it is that leads. Pressure coming from 42. Alex Rins further back there.
Vargo are just starting to pull away at the front. They're dragging Mir along as well.
Into turn 16.
Huge shout out to Aleix Espargaro in 4th place. If he finishes with the GP result, they've only ever had 5 top 6 finishes in their Grand Prix history. Here comes Zarco.
Miller back through on the helpless helpless Yamaha down the start-finish straight by 4.798.
And he's got through that grey area for the Aprilia, which hindered him last weekend. Not great front fit.
The way through here on both Ducatis, but their speed eludes him. On board here with Vignette on Miguel Oliveira, who's just starting to drop back a bit.
Yeah, on that last lap there are only 4 men in the 154s. With that medium front tyre gamble, he's got such a lack of knowledge and experience over a race distance. Like a seasoned veteran, not a man who's not even...
And the final turn we go, onto the home straight. Rins can get close, all he likes, to the tail end of
picture. Mir, absolutely nothing he can do about it. Free time on the straight for the Ducati.
There's still so much time left in this race, though.
Got to say, Steve, it's been very impressive. The pace of quickly got his hooks into this lead group and found some seriously good rhythm. That's why he's just on the fastest lap of the race.
He put on really used tyres as well. Yeah. So he knows that he can get to the end of the race and still deliver a pretty good...
Hit him, what, around lap 14 last weekend? It was a surprise and a shock. He wasn't expecting it. That big tyre drop off from the...
Before Bagnaia is picking off the Aprilia there of Aleix Espargaro. Miguel Oliveira in this race after an epic start for the number 88.
They had no choice to go for the mean run this off, but it wasn't going to last the race, and it's been a struggle for Lecuona and Petrucci. 19th and 20th on the... Alex Rins turn 10 up the inside of Johann Zarco. He's made a couple of passes on the sit tight now. There's no way in a million years.
And here comes Zarco again on Alex Rins, and through he goes, and again all the work has got to be done again. Rider going so well like that to be passed on the straights time and time again, and Oliveira now has been passed by his teammate.
Way, unfortunately. The 2 factory KTM men, not what we expected from Franco Morbidelli. He only finished the race out of respect for his team, just a bad
race win at the moment. Jorge Martin with a couple of tenths in his back pocket, Zarco, but the worry comes in the form of tyre life.
Yeah, keep himself in the lead. Well, we'll find out, won't we, over the next 20 minutes or so. This new Aprilia, it's when they get it up to 5th.
Further back here, that's Pecco Bagnaia, number 63, going through, and that's where it all went wrong.
16 seconds. It's more Moto3 than MotoGP at the moment.
Love that. Fantastic. That's for sure. On to the start-finish straight we go, and officially we are at the halfway point of this Grand Prix.
Up in the braking zone for the first corner. So we've got the half-race distance, and Jorge Martin has led Ati.
The 2 hard in this race, Matt. So hard.
Yeah, it was last week in their tyre. Big warning there, and then for Alex Rins, Aleix Espargaro having a real good duel here.
As well from Zarco.
Just took a bit of inside curve, didn't he, there as well?
However, at the front, it is still a Pramac Ducati 1-2. We've got 4.
Their general manager, Gigi Dall'Igna. In MotoGP history, we have never had still plenty of life in this race, but that's exactly where we are. Martin, Zarco and Bagnaia, with Miller looking serious.
As he always does, waiting for the latter stages of the race, and he's there. He's right behind.
A couple of laps ago. Although he's got a big problem coming his way with Jack Miller. We don't have a Ducati top 3, we could potentially have a Ducati top 4 when Miller gets that war. It was a hard move, and Jack Miller was pretty frustrated.
Well, Mir knew it was just close that gap down in 10th. He's not that far away. He's got Espargaro right on his
galore at the moment. Alex Rins, that's going to cost him. Huge drive down the start.
For contact! Miller and Mir, side to side.
Well, those two are having some big scares. Alex Marquez has crashed out for the 2nd week in succession right now, isn't it, here in Qatar? The heat being turned up under the lights.
Espargaro's eyes are lighting up.
Miller.
Mir went wide. Oh, blimey, I couldn't see what happened there. I'll have to have another look at that. That leads from Zarco. In 3rd is Bagnaia. Back in 4th is Rins, placed. There's Viñales behind Miller. Mir's still in it as well. Espargaro, Lecuona's. Keep an eye on the Repsol Honda man. He's closing on this group. He is closing.
Mir came together. Ducati's strategy is working perfect, you know, just use that engine, Yamahas and Suzuki's. The thing is, guys, the tough bit about being on the Yamaha and Suzuki, they have...
There's so much more to come here in this race, isn't there? You just feel that there's going to be a proper brawl going on.
Who knows what's going through Jack Miller's head, but from the outside looking in, of course, we'll find out after the race. But
Quartararo on Alex Rins into turn 1. Quartararo is looking quite tidy, isn't he? Lap time 1:5.2. He was 6 tenths quicker than the world champion who we're on board with. Looks like the danger man. The problem he's got is he's got 3 Ducatis mentioned in the infield and find a way through on them. But if he can, he's got the pace to win Fabio Quartararo right now. And Alex Rins has regrouped as well, hasn't he? Cannot call this again.
Well, if you picked a favourite after FP5 though, and Quartararo just picks him straight back up and says, I'll have the place back, thank you very much.
That was a move. That was a... Jorge Martin still leads, ladies and gentlemen. The rookie on lap 15. 10, 11, 12 bikes here fighting it out. And Enea Bastianini, the other rookie, has also joined the party.
Hey, Martin, now there are just 7 laps to go. Still leads this Doha.
Jorge Martin probably cannot believe his eyes. He said, I'm going to learn so much behind.
That plan has not been executed, has it? Valentino Rossi at the moment, a very forlorn figure down.
Oh! There is Pol Espargaro, number 44, bringing his
MotoGP, folks. Not
pass. Great. He's done it. That's 1 Ducati gone. He's up into podium positions now. He chases down. Get blasted on the start-finish straight.
Yeah, and there's absolutely nothing he can do to respond. Same in the slipstream behind the factory Suzuki.
Or wide. Pecco Bagnaia is way too high into turn 1. Oh.
Podium hopes gone for Pol Espargaro. Did he just pick up a little bit of extra slipstream in that braking zone?
He can sniff.
Rossi only 9 seconds off the pace. He'd be comfortably in the points. He's 18th. That's how close this race is.
Pecco Bagnaia go too hot. Miller went in. That was nice. Yeah, he was going to run into the back of Johann Zarco. He had no choice. And Pol Espargaro, the great
in the dry in MotoGP. You can't really discount anybody out of the top 10.
Still in P1.
Yeah, and his pace isn't dropping. He's still able to lap in the mid-155s. The Expo into the first corner,
don't, he says.
But he can't pull it up on the brakes and misses the apex. Quartararo sees his 3rd place.
No, it's been such an impressive rookie display, and only really the true...
Fabio Quartararo up the inside of Martin, 10-15 metres back. Nothing Quartararo could do. Quartararo got brilliant drive out of that final corner. Nothing he can do about the Ducati power.
The Monster Energy Yamahas versus the Pramac Ducatis. Now, you've got to believe advantage. Here he comes now. Quartararo, he's just got way too much grip. And here goes in the background, Maverick Vinales as well. Okay, it's surely a matter of time before it's a factory Yamaha 1-2 here.
Steve, this is lap 19. It looks like less than 2 seconds. And Enea Bastianini in 11th. He's only down by 2.5.
Go through on Johann Zarco. I'll take you back to the first 2 or 3 laps where they got punted all the way back to 10th and 11th.
Well, Vinales, was 10th. To out-drag the Ducati down the straight, and Quartararo, at the moment, has got his head down, and Vinales knows that, and that's Quartararo easing out into the distance.
Across the line we go with 3 laps to go, and this is...
For Maverick Vinales' powers of recovery. Fabio Quartararo then stretching his legs here in Qatar. He's hungry pretty much since the first corner when Martin got his dream launch off the line. Jorge Martin.
An excellent MotoGP race, a track limits warning for
using sectors 2 and 3 to try and eke out that gap where the Yamaha is strong with its agility. The Jorge Martin.
Pecco Bagnaia here and Jack Miller, they're really going to feel a bit rough. Doing such an amazing job in second, by the way. Here comes Maverick Vinales, still can't find a way through. Zarco through. Oh, that was clever from Zarco. That was clever. There was never going to be any room if he blocked past there. He'd have the speed on the start-finish straight to prevent Vinales from going by. 2 laps remain.
Quartararo's just been brilliant here. Down that start-finish straight. Quartararo leads then by nearly 7/10 of a second.
There's so many stories in this, all because of what happened to Pol Espargaro, and there's still anything that can happen here. Martin.
And his lack of experience in particular in terms of tyre management on those Michelin tyres. It's been the win moving away from him, slipping through his grasp. He's going to have it all on here to get on the podium. This will be a humbling night for Bagnaia and Miller as well, behind the Pramac Ducatis yet again.
It really would.
I was thinking, I can't believe how well Jorge is
so late on the brakes and carrying such good corner speed in 15. There was no way through. 0.7 back to Hockley. What he has to do on this last lap, he's reeled off back-to-back 55 ones to make a crucial gap.
Will be nervous for Francesco Guidotti. Fabio Quartararo, if he doesn't put a foot wrong here, the win is his. But now, Jorge Martin is going to have a proper battle on his hands here with his teammate.
Zarco didn't. Martin, he certainly won't want to be beaten over the race distance here tonight. Again, Martin is so good on the brakes.
Or has it come off his bike?
I think that might have been already on the circuit, you know. Let's just hope that that's not going to cause any late problems. Absolutely, on a different level.
He deserves it. There's no doubt about it. He deserves it. There's a good battle going on here for 4th, and that's all it will.
Got this in his pocket. It's going to be a late disaster for him to deny him a famous victory here. It's all about the pin to get close. He is close. So close, he could almost reach out and touch Jorge Martin. Is he close enough to make a move for Sacrificio and Zarco? Too late though for the victory. Although we're on course for a French 1-2. Here comes Martin.
A stunner from Fabio Quartararo to win, and the battle for second is close, but it goes to Zarco. In another 15
by Fabio Quartararo. Monster Energy Yamaha double up here in Qatar. Race 2 Pramac Ducatis on the podium, including the rookie sensation Jorge Martin from pole. You believe that? I'm pretty sure that the last time there was 2 French riders on a Premier Class podium, you've got
a 1-2 and on top of the world. What a ride from Jorge Martin as well. The Ducatis did not run out. Really is going to hurt for both Bagnaia and Miller. By the way, Brad Binder in 8th.
I would like to be interviewed every time on the grid.
Watching him, Fabio, he put everything together so well.
At a certain moment, I thought that the race was gone, and then I really don't know how they.
Just warmed up, fuck that what they doing.